This is VOA News. Reporting by remote, I'm Joe Ramsey. Panic and a chaotic run for exits after police fired tear gas at an Indonesian soccer match has left at least 125 dead, most of whom were trampled on or suffocated. Attention immediately focused on the police use of tear gas, and witnesses described police beat them with sticks and shields before shooting canisters directly into the crowds. The president of FIFA called the deaths on Saturday, quote, a dark day for all involved in football and a tragedy beyond comprehension, while President Joko Widodo ordered an investigation of security procedures. While FIFA has no control over domestic games, it has advised against the use of tear gas at stadiums. Violence broke out after the game ended with the host losing. Indonesia's national police chief said the death toll had been revised to 125 from 174 after authorities found some of the victims were counted twice. He said more than 100 were receiving intensive treatment in 8 hospitals, 11 of them in critical condition. Ukraine on Sunday claimed full control of the eastern logistics hub of Lyman, Kyiv's most significant battlefield gain in weeks, providing a potential staging post for further attacks to the east while adding further pressure on the Kremlin. The stinging setback for Russian President Vladimir Putin came after he proclaimed the annexation of 4 regions covering nearly a fifth of Ukraine on Friday, an area that includes Lyman. Kyiv and the West have condemned the proclamation as an illegal sham. This is VOA News. Rescuers have evacuated stunned survivors cut off by Hurricane Ian on Florida's largest barrier island, and the state's death toll has risen sharply amid recovery efforts. Hundreds of thousands of people are still sweltering without power in the state, days after Ian's rampage from Florida to the Carolinas. Florida now has 47 confirmed deaths. It was one of the strongest U.S. hurricanes on record when the Category 4 monster smashed ashore at midweek. Many storm victims were left isolated with limited cell phone service and lacking basic amenities like water and power. With ethnic divisions growing deeper, Bosnia will hold general elections Sunday amid secession threats and fears of fresh political turmoil nearly 3 decades after war ravaged the Balkan nation. VOA's Marissa Melton has more.
The country is torn between secessionist Orthodox Serbs and Catholic Croats demanding greater autonomy, while Muslim Bosnians are calling for a more egalitarian state but appear to be chasing little more than a pipe dream. For more than 2 decades, the impoverished Balkan state has been governed by a dysfunctional administrative system born out of the 1995 Dayton Agreement. And while the accords may have succeeded in ending the war in the 1990s, the country has been hampered by political paralysis ever since. Analysts have warned that Bosnia is sinking ever deeper into troubled waters, with divisions along ethnic lines appearing to grow even further on the eve of elections. Marissa Melton, VOA News.
Israel's prime minister has welcomed a U.S. proposal for setting the maritime border with Lebanon, saying the American plan for resolving a long-running dispute between the neighboring countries would lift Israel's economy and boost regional security. Prime Minister Yair Lapid said the proposal was delivered over the weekend to both Israel and Lebanon. Lebanese leaders have also cautiously welcomed the proposal. Recapping our top story, panic and a chaotic run for exits after police fired tear gas at an Indonesian soccer match has left at least 125 dead, most of whom were trampled on or suffocated. Attention immediately focused on the police use of tear gas, as witnesses described police beat them with sticks and shields before shooting canisters directly into the crowds. Find more at voanews.com. Reporting by remote, I'm Joe Ramsey, VOA News.